Hi, Internet. We have here the Feared Friday puzzle from the New York Times. This puzzle created by Evan Kalish and edited by Joe Fagliano. Let's dive in. 1 across, no surprise there, not sure. 11 across, no angels. Let's try imps. 15 across, promise of a future return. Not sure about that. 16 across, lose steam. Could be fail or flag. I like flag. Let's give it a try. 17 across, partner who's deep undercover. Not sure. 18 across, huff. Snit, maybe? Not sure. 19 across, all-star group. Constellation. Maybe a name of a constellation. I'll come back to that one. 20 across, take a dim view of. Maybe sneer at, scoff at, scorn at, something like that. No, none of those fit. 22 across, makeup of some sleeves, informally. Have I seen this puzzle? This could be cats for tattoos, but I think I've read that somewhere recently. I'll try cats. I feel like I'm cheating, but I'm not quite sure where I read that. Maybe I read somebody talking about this puzzle somewhere online. Anyway, so full disclosure, I'm cheating a little bit about that. I think I read that is the answer for sleeve makeup. Is cats, tattoos. Okay, well, 23 across, bit of detritus from a Thanksgiving meal. Maybe a yam might be left over. 24 across, expire. Die out. No. 25 across, Irene and Frederick Joliot Blanc, co-winners of the 1935 Nobel Prize in Chemistry. I don't know that. That's not... What is Madame Curie's first name? I don't know. Maybe it was Irene. I'm going to try Curie here, although I'm not completely confident about that. I remember Madame Curie and her husband, I think, were working together. I'm going to try it and see if it works. 27 across, clearing. Don't know. All right, let's look at the downs. None of these other clues seem familiar, so I don't, other than 22 across, I don't think I'm cheating here. 1 down, the so-called roof of the world, Tibet, has that moniker. 2 down, give a greeting in slang. Let's try holla. 3 down, look for. Not sure. 4 down, rentals for some weddings. Maybe tuxes? With a T at the beginning. 5 down, squirt. Don't know. 6 down, seafood delicacy. Not sure about that. 7 down, pen. Don't know. 8 down, save on rent, say. To have a roommate, I don't know. 9 down, feeling of tightness. Don't know. And 10 down, Jason of TV shrinking. I don't know that. 11 down, okay, I have seen this before. Yeah, this is from Superman. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and continue this puzzle. I think maybe this was in the New York Times Games newsletter, which I read this morning, skimming through, not realizing that it was talking about a puzzle I haven't done yet. So, okay, so 22 across and 11 down I have seen before. 12 down, accompaniment for roast lamb. I haven't seen that one. Mint jelly. 13 down, reason for a fare alert. This one was also a price cut, price drop, something like that. 14, first name in late night, Seth Meyers, I think. That one is new to me. Lose steam to tire. Huff could be snit. Take a dim view of. Don't know, but it is going to be price drop, I think. Expire. This could be mint sauce instead of jelly. To lapse. 27 across, clearing a glade. A word you see that often. What's 21 down? Jokester could be a wag. 28 down, whoa. Easy. Yeah, field you can feel could be aura. NFL team that has sold out every home game since 1970. From those letters we have, I think it's going to be the Denver Broncos. Whoa, easy. And 43 across, considering retirement. I remember this one from today's, I think it was today's crossword newsletter. Sleepy, considering retirement, considering retiring, going to bed. This looks like Ol, a Scandinavian name. Lego, I think, is headquartered in Denmark. At least that's where Legoland is. 34 down, hot topic in criminology. Hot topic could be arson. So let me just keep track of the clues that I recognize from the newsletter. Sleepy, it's a plane, and tats. So 3 clues I probably wouldn't have gotten right away. I like to think I would have gotten them eventually, though. 3 down, look for, await. No surprise there. Could be that something. Let's try await for look for. No surprise there. That tracks, that something like that. IOW, promise of a future return. A partner who's deep undercover. This one was also in the newsletter. It's blanket hog. Funny how I kind of skimmed through the newsletter without really realizing it's today's puzzle, and then as soon as I see these clues, it comes back. So I guess they stuck in my mind for some reason. A squirt could be a small child. A tyke would be another word for that. What do you rent for a wedding? Bands? All-star group could be elite. Makeup of sleeves, tats. I was pretty confident about that one. What else do you rent for a wedding? Tents. Would you rent a tent? You could rent a tent if it's an outdoor wedding. IOUs. Promise of a future return. IOU something. Seafood delicacy could be roe. Why ask if shad do it? Way to bring me shad roe. 7 down. This was also in the newsletter, wasn't it? It's author as a verb. So yam looks like it's going to be wrong. But it gives me some confidence about Curie, which was not in the newsletter. At least I didn't remember it. Save on the rent, maybe cohabit. Yeah. So 1 across. That tracks. No surprise there. I owe you one. I owe you one. That is a promise of a future return. Feeling of tightness could be a knot in your stomach or in your shoulder. Jason Segel. Take a dim view of hate watch, like a show you don't like, but you watch it so you hate it so much you want to watch it. Is that how you spell Jason Segel's name? I guess. He was on How I Met Your Mother, right? Is that who I'm thinking of? All right. Bit of detritus from a Thanksgiving meal. Could it be a cob? Would you have corn on the cob at Thanksgiving? Biblical unit could be cubit. At least in the King James Version of the Bible, cubits were how they measured things, like the ark and so forth. Room for creativity for 29. Is that some kind of lab? Device that converts rotary motion into linear motion. I think that is a cam. Let's try something lab for a room for creativity, literal room. What is this lonely little blank cell here? 33 across. Letters in an empty slot, TBA, to be announced, and go down to ebb. Like the tide at its ebb, I'm at peace in the web of your arms. 36 across, Wyoming city, river, or mountain range. Laramie is a city in Wyoming that fits the letters we have. I guess it is also a river or mountain range. 40 across, European automaker. Could be Audi. 21 across, buff relative. Buff like buffalo? Or buff like the color? Tan is a color similar to buff. 44 across, block with the horn. I remember this one, anvil. 46 across, locale of the angle point on Nevada's western border. I think that is Tahoe. Lake Tahoe is in that little corner of Nevada where Reno is. 48 across, sturdy fabric, not sure. 50 across, prince, for example, don't know. And 51 across, denigrate, maybe slur. Come back to that one. 55 across, handheld device, discontinued in 2011, don't know. 57 across, amass, not sure about that. 58 across, Paul, who wrote Puppy Love. And they call it Puppy Love. I think Neil Sedaka wrote that, or maybe somebody else. Paul Anka was a songwriter of that era. I think that just from the 4 letters that it takes up, I think that's maybe what it is. 59 across, just keep doing what you're doing, don't know. 61 across, blank, Hawaii, a 2021 spinoff. Was there a NCIS Hawaii? I don't remember that, but that was one of those franchises that had a lot of location-based spinoffs. 62 across, Vidalia for one. Is that a kind of onion, or is it the actual place, Vidalia? I don't know. 63 across, goes down, ebbs. We've already got that in the puzzle. 64 across, buttery side dish that's often grilled. A buttery side dish. Not sure. All right, let's catch up with the downs. 29 down. 40 across, alternative. And 40 across was the European automaker. Not sure. I'm less confident about Audi now. 30 down. Ritual performed to break a spell. Not sure. 31 down. Toiletry holder in a carry-on. Something kit. Is it shaving kit? Is Laramie wrong? Traditional service. Not sure about that. What was 37 down? Is that right? Take in, eat, yeah. Cubit fits, and cam, I'm pretty sure fits. All right, well, let's come back to those. 42, well, let's look at 45 down. Piercing sight. I remember this from the newsletter. It is your ear. No. They commented that she had put in ear, but it turned out to be lip. Holy cow. I must have read this more closely than I realized. 49 down, center. Don't know. 42 down, brand name for the steroid, mometazone. Oh, is that nasoflex, something like that? I don't know. I'll come back. 47 down, Chinese restaurant freebie, a fortune cookie, a hoisin sauce? I don't know. 51 down, it's unclear. Don't know. 52 down, country whose name is part of the NATO phonetic alphabet. Lima, that's not the country though. I'll have to come back. 53 down, athletes who wear mawashi. I don't know what that is. It sounds Japanese. Maybe it's sumo wrestlers, sumos. 54 down, done for the day, say. Don't know. All right, well, let's dig in here. 29 across, room for creativity. So literal room, I like lab. Maybe is it literal creation? Maybe a DNA lab where you are doing in vitro fertilization or something like that. Boy, I like Laramie, but it doesn't seem to fit with anything else. Audi. And 44 across. Oh, that was anvil. I was sure about that one. Why did I take it? Oh, because I thought this was going to be ear. Let's take out Audi. Alternative to, have I got these clues right? 40 across, European automaker. And 29 down, 40 across, alternative, informally. I'm not sure about that. Is this some kind of seance? Or a dance? Could it be a rain dance to break a dry spell? A ritual performed to break a dry spell might be a rain dance. Okay, I like that. Toiletry holder in a carry-on. A travel kit. Is there an art lab? Do you have a lab where you do art? Art studio. I guess I've never heard of an art lab, but it could be. Alfa Romeo is a kind of car. And Fiat. Okay, yeah, that does fit. Fiat is an Italian automaker, and Alfa might be an alternative to a Fiat, an Alfa Romeo. Okay. All right, so what is 33 down? A traditional service, a Latin Mass would be a traditional Catholic religious service. Sturdy fabric could be denim for 48 across. 55 across, handheld device discontinued in 2011. Is that the Palm Pilot? I'm surprised it lasted to 2011. Takes a dim view of pans and goes down sets, like the sun sets, it goes down. Okay, so we got that corner of the puzzle done with a little help from knowing some of the answers already. Prince for 50 across, sun. 51 across, denigrate. Bash, I'll try that. 57 across, amass. Something up. Not sure. Just keep doing what you're doing. Vidalia. And a buttery side dish. All right, 49 down center. Midst? The middle. The midst. Not crazy about that. Rob Lowe was on the West Wing. Yeah, Nasonex. Sounds familiar. Hot. Do you get hot tea for free at a Chinese restaurant? Hot sauce. Don't stop. Is Vidalia a sweet onion? Some kind of onion. I guess it's sweet. Hot tea, I guess, for Chinese restaurant freebie. Texas toast would be a buttery side dish that is often grilled. Yeah, that does fit. Okay, Texas toast. All right, so the islands of Hawaii, effectively. Abbreviation. I don't know. Lavish display as of color. A blot of, no, it's unclear. Country, well, A is alpha. India is the letter I in the native phonetic alphabet. Dis, maybe, for denigrate. It's unclear. Dunno. I dunno. So if this were an S for dis as denigrate, done for the day. Amass, run up. You run up a bill, is that amassing? I'm spent, I'm done, yeah. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't mind me. Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay. Okay, so that was fast for me for a Friday puzzle, but I didn't really solve it on my own. Gee, I just read that without thinking, not at all realizing that this was going to be spoilers for the puzzle. So what did I have? Like 5 or 6 clues that I recognized from having read that newsletter. So, I mean, I like the puzzle, but I don't feel like I solved it honestly. I was cheating, and so I was maybe didn't get the full benefit of trying to puzzle through some of the more difficult answers. What were the ones I recognized? Blanket hog, tats as makeup of some sleeves, lip as a piercing site rather than ear, which would be what my first thought was, anvil, a block with a horn, and considering retirement is sleepy. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, the misidentification in the DC universe was it's a plane, part of what they used to say for Superman, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman. So a few of those I already knew. So there we are. What are we going to do about it? So that was a good way to spend a few minutes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.